What is the difference between theory and law?
Sir, theory, when mandated by the legitimate house of the people or a legitimate authority, then it turns into a law. Theory can have the corollaries or the counter arguments, but the law is the final outcome of the much of the theories that are deliberated.
Okay,
The
thank
common
you.
minimum theory.
Thank you.
Prasanna, recently in Doha, a deal has been signed, which is being said to be a peace deal. Some people are saying that it's an appease deal. What do you think?
Sir, the peace deal that has been between the US and the Taliban, uh, this is a sir,
Bad deal?
not a completely in sense bad deal, but it is a concern for India. Also, because the legitimate representatives of Afghanistan, the government was left out. This was the one thing, and the Taliban, what they wanted, they got it in the full terms
Okay.
without any.
Can you tell me why a superpower like US was not able to defeat Taliban, which is at best a terrorist organization supported by Pakistan, for in a war that lasted for over 18 years?
Sir, Taliban is a very unique situation where
Is it the strength of Taliban? Is it the weakness of US? Or is it the support of Pakistan?
so the diversity of the Taliban militia, that they are having very inter-tribal different identities. The only binding thread is the theology of Islam, but within them they are very factions different from each other. And the Pakistan's ISI also exercise their strategic depth via the Taliban, because sir, the military industrial complex is a huge industry, and there are vested interest groups.
So, what challenges are posed for India?
Sir, it's the stability of Afghanistan is of prime importance for us. It's
Next.
our extended backyard. So, sir, the anything we have seen, the radicalization post-Soviet fall, the Mujahideens which were allegedly funded by a superpower against another superpower, they turned towards India, and that's how we see the disruption in Kashmir Valley in the 90s.
Right.
So, this thing can again happen if the foreign troops are withdrawn, they could turn towards India.
Okay, Prasanna, you have taken anthropology. Can you tell me, what is functional anthropology and who has given this functional theory in anthropology?
Sir, the anthropologist Malinowski, he has been a proponent of this functional theory of anthropology, where it is been said that the function of a society is anything that has an existence has a role in the function to be performed in a society. This is the core essence of the function.
So the function is seen in parts or in holistic manner?
Sir, in a holistic way, the existence due to the function required it or expected it to be performed in a society.
Okay, Malinowski basically indulged in participant observation while studying, while doing field study. So, what are the challenges posed to a researcher in participant observation?
Sir, the participant observation, first of the thing is that we have to win the trust of the people who are to be observed. Another thing, we have to neutralize our personal prejudices or bias, if any. There shall not be too sympathy or too attachment with the subjects to be observed. That may influence our judgment power. Third, it is a really long time. It takes very a long time of period of time, so it's time exhaustive also.
Right. Prasanna, my final question to you. There is a demand from various sections that a separate law should be there for protecting doctors and other health personnel against violence committed by patients and their relatives. Why things have come to such a pass? Why doctors are in need of protection, and that too through a special law?
Sir, the violence against doctor is another serious issue that the health sector faces. Sir, there are many reasons, but few I would like to quote is the public health infrastructure. I have personally worked there for 2 years in the city of Mumbai. Sir, they are understaffed. The resources are very limited, but the needy patients are too much. Another thing, sir, the patient is referred to a government hospital only in the last stages of his survival. When his survival chances are least, then only it is referred to a public hospital by the private setup. So the patient comes in his very last moment to the public hospital, and there he is unfortunately declared. So third main reason is also that doctors on their part also are not good communicators with the relatives of the patient. They should also communicate with the patient and the relatives to pacify their grievances or their anxiety. This is also a part on doctor's failure. So this is
Okay, thank you. So,
Okay, Prasanna. Prasanna, you're a doctor, allopathic doctor actually. There's been cases where the responsible person in the government, sometimes officers and sometimes ministers themselves, have put forward strange claims pertaining to alternative medicines. For example, recently homeopathy medicine was kind of promoted, saying that it can be a cure for or it can be helpful for coronavirus and all. Do you believe that such claims have any credibility? For example, can homeopathy medicine actually be a cure for coronavirus? And if not, do you believe that such claims from the official quarters create problems?
Sir, I am a student of modern medicine, so I believe that anything to be prescribed as a prescription drug or be effective, sir, it has to be substantial. It should have substantial empirical data, the random clinical trials. There should be a scientific study for anything before prescribing it, because the very intention of curing may turn into a health hazard if not substantiated with the data or the trials. Sir, the Ministry of Ayush, which is an alternative system of medicine, that is also a traditional wisdom, that is also a shastra in itself. So they need to develop their own strategies. But if someone is claiming about some medicine to be effective against such a global pandemic or the risk of health, sir, that thing I think that they should restrain, and a substantial study should be done before making claims. Because sir, we are seeing the panic buying these days. People are running out of panic and buying unnecessary things that they don't need at the first place. So this is creating a pandemic of fear and panic. That is